hope you're doing good today. Today we're shooting from outside on my patio because it's summer and I'm just trying to enjoy it. I love it. I just moved in here. I have a pool and an awesome patio, and you can see I've got some lights even. So it's a super great place for me to come out in the morning and drink my coffee, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm wearing a Texas State Bobcat shirt today. I didn't actually go to Texas State. My boyfriend did, and they have a lot cooler shirts. So you'll probably see me in Texas State shirts a lot because I went to a little private school, and you have to go back to campus to get shirts, and it's this whole big thing. So yeah, go Bobcats. I'm thinking about going there for my master's. It's known to be a really good school for education. So that could be neat. Keep watching. Stay tuned. Maybe in a couple years, you'll get to watch me go back to school. That's the goal. So this morning, we're going to be talking about some first-year teachers and just a couple bits of advice. I think I have 5 or 6 bits of advice for the first-year teachers out there. So I'm going to start first by sharing a little note with you guys that I got last year, just from one of my students. It says, "Dear Miss S, you are the best teacher in the world. You are fun and caring and always cheer me up when I am down. Love, your cheerful student, Addison." And she even drew a shark, and there's me. So we're the sharks in our classroom, so that was super, super great of her, and I will always cherish the notes that I got, and that's my tip number 1. Always save the notes that you get from your students, because they can go a long way. You're going to have a bad day, and you're going to feel like, I'm not doing anything, it's not working, and you're going to need them. So save all of the notes. My district was even cool enough to give us a folder for it, so I would keep a folder for student notes, just for pick-me-ups when you need them. So the second tip that I have for you guys today is be your best, not the best. There is no such thing as a perfect teacher. So don't try to be one. You're going to waste your time, you're going to be exhausted, and eventually that's how we get burnt out. So don't do it. Don't waste your time at night at home at 10 o'clock working on that little thing and that lesson because you can't figure out how to make it perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get the point across. Your kids will learn no matter what you do. I promise. So relax. The first year of teaching is a lot, and it's very overwhelming, so don't stress about those little tiny things. Don't try to be the best teacher there is, because you're not going to be. There's no such thing as the perfect teacher. So my third tip is going to be about the parents, and I know for me, parents were very the thought of it was just so overwhelming, and I was really nervous to talk to parents as a professional. But my biggest tip, I think, and something that I really struggled with, would be, communicate with the parents, and not just those weekly emails, hey, this is what we're doing this week. Talk to them about how their child is doing. If they need extra help in math, send home an email. If that kid is misbehaving and won't stop and won't listen to you, call them. Most parents are going to be very supportive of you and trust your professionalism and trust you, and they want to help, because in the end, we all just want what's best for the kids. And so if you make that clear to parents, they won't be as intimidating, because they're just here to help. You need to be partners. Don't look at them as this high esteemed thing that, that's scary to talk to, because they're really not. And that, I think, was my biggest struggle last year, was just communicating with the parents. Because you need that support. You need support from home for homework, and you need to know that they're working with you. And it's great to get those emails from hey, Sally's having a really hard time in math, because they recognize that and they have an open line of communication with you. It's also helpful for discipline. If you have a kid who keeps misbehaving and you've never talked to the parent before, they're probably not going to believe you. Let's be honest, some parents don't want to hear that their kid has been misbehaving. But if you've had an open line of communication with the parent and you've told them about it and talked them through the journey, when something actually happens, they're going to believe you because they've heard from you about it before. So really, talk to the parents, please. They want you to. So tip number 3 is stay strong. Teaching gets hard. There's a lot of struggles, a lot of difficulties that happen. You're going to run into problems. Just stay positive about it, stay strong about it. Everyone does it. Even the most experienced teachers have hard times with students and parents and administration. And teaching is hard. So stay strong, try to stay positive about it, and just remember that you are making a difference. No matter what you do, they will learn that you are making a difference in their life, which is why most of us started teaching anyway. I know for me, I had a lot of times last year where it got so hard and the kids wouldn't listen and the lesson didn't go well, and I just sat there with this weight on my shoulders, feeling like I was doing it all wrong and I wasn't making a difference. But just remember that you are, because then after that happens, usually, you'll get a nice note, like this one, reminding you of how great you are and really why you're there. My next tip for first-year teachers is one I'm sure that you've heard before, but I'm going to tell you again because it's very important, and it's ask for help. Because I know that when I started teaching, I didn't ask for help until probably October, November, because I thought I could do it by myself. I thought, I went to college, I'm fine, I know enough. No. Ask for help. The people across the hall, people down the hall, have a lot more experience than you do, and if you draw on that and pull it into your classroom, you will make your year exponentially better and exponentially easier. You'll have a lot less stress, a lot less to worry about. If you're lucky enough to plan with your team, definitely take advantage of that time and ask for help and ask for how they're going to introduce it and ask for specifics. You're the first year. You can even piggyback on a teacher. If you find a teacher at school that you really like, go to them all the time and ask them for help. Ask them what they're doing and piggyback off of them. How else are you going to learn? The final tip I have for our first year teachers is one that doesn't even have to do with the classroom itself, and it's outside. It's maintaining your social life, and that's one of the most important things that you need to have. Those friends, that family, that's your support system, and the first year of teaching is hard, and you're going to need someone to go home and vent to about a parent, or cry, or need somebody to hold you. You need those friends. You need that support system. A rule that I stuck by last year, and I loved it, it was very helpful, was a 24-hour rule. So on the weekend, you have to not work, stay away from school for 24 hours at least. So you better stick to that one, because I know some first-year teachers who spend their whole time at school on the weekend, and they are exhausted. Rest is important, so don't forget the 24-hour rule. Thanks for watching today. I hope that it helped, and I can't wait to hear from you. If you have something you'd like to say, comment it down below. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see more of my blog posts and follow me on this journey of the first few years of teaching. I'm on Instagram and Twitter, so you can follow me at SurviveTheFirst5. See you next time.